In this lesson, you're going to see how you can send an email in Mailchimp when someone completes your product in MemberVault. There is also a swipe file, which is an email template that you can use just in case you lack inspiration or you don't know what to add to your email. The process for this is very similar to how you set up a welcome email. The only difference is the tag name. So let's take a look at how this works. In Mailchimp, you would create your tag, and that will be the tag that gets triggered when someone completes your product. So you go into audience, tags, create tag, and you call it something like MVMC completed. So the first part will be your product name and then completed. You can name this whatever you want. I just use this as my naming convention. Before you click create, it's a good idea to just copy that. But even if you click create, you can copy it later by just clicking the drop down next to it and then clicking rename. And that will bring up that screen again and you can copy. It's important to copy it because you want it to be exactly the same as in MemberVault. Next, we go into MemberVault, and here is where we're going to add the action to the product. For your product, you click the edit link there, and that will take you to the product details screen. You scroll all the way down and you'll see the action set up. So we have one there for added to product, and we just click on add action. You select complete product, and that just means when someone completes that product, we want something to happen, and we move on to the do this section. Here you leave it as add a tag, and you paste your tag name, and that's it, done. You click away, MemberVault will save, or you can click a save button that's visible, and that just saves the setup. So what we've just done there is that when someone completes a product, MemberVault would add that tag to the customer details and send all that information over to Mailchimp, and your contact will get tagged in Mailchimp as well. Having done that, we now need to create the email that is triggered when that tag is added. If you're on the free plan, you can only create a classic automation. So you click the create icon, click email, select automated at the top, select email subscribers when tagged, enter your campaign name. So in this case, it'd be something like MCMV complete email. You can call it whatever you want. Leave the audience as it is if you have one, or select the right audience. Click begin. And then this screen shows up. So currently it's saying that after 1 day that a tag is added, this email will fire. You don't want that. You want it to go immediately. So you click edit. I mean, you could want that, but if you don't, you just go into edit, select immediately, select your tag, and that's the one we created, and click update trigger. And there you have it. So now it's set up to send immediately when that tag is added to a contact. Click on design email. Give your email a name. So it could be the same name as your automation, doesn't really matter. Give it a subject. I think there's a suggestion in the swipe template, so just go have a look at that. I'm just going to call it completed for now. It's just a placeholder. Click next. And if this is your first time in Mailchimp, you might not have a template, so you could just choose the one column full width template. If you have a saved one, choose that one. If you have a campaign you've sent already, if you've sent previous emails and you like the look of those, click campaigns and choose one of those to be your base template. But here we're just going to choose one column full width. The drag and drop editor will appear. You create your email here, copy and paste the swipe file, change the sections you need to change, and when you're done, click save and continue. I am just going to quickly change that, otherwise it's going to complain at me. So I've just copied a small section to add there. Save and continue. I forgot to save, so click save and close first, and then save and continue. And you'll see a screen that looks like this. You click next at the bottom, and it's saying it's ready to send. If you need to change anything else on your email, click that drop down, select any of the sections you need to change, and change those. And once you're done, click start sending. You'll get this message that says your workflow is going to send one email to your audience. Do not panic. This just means that your workflow is going to be turned on. It's not going to send out this email to all your contacts right now. It just means that it's turned on and waiting and listening. Whenever someone gets that tag, it will send that email. So you click start sending. And that's it. That's done. So if you're on a free plan or on a paid plan, but you like using classic automations, that's how you do it that way. However, there is something new called customer journeys with Mailchimp, and if you're on a paid plan, you will have access to that. And I'll highly recommend that you use that because it's much more visual. To create an automation using the same steps, you go into automations, click create, and select customer journey. Give it a name. Again, it will be a similar name. Completed. Start building. Choose a starting point. Now, this is the same as the trigger. So we'll just choose tag added. Select the tag, which is the completed one. Click save starting point. So that says when a tag is added, we need to do something else. And here you drag across the send email to that plus icon and you get your email step there. Click into the email step, give it a name, give it a subject there, and then click select a template. Then you get to that screen that we saw with the classic automation where you can either choose one of the base templates, choose one of your own, or choose a previous campaign where you can select one of your other designs. And the process is pretty similar after that. When you're done, you click save and return to journey, or actually when you're in the email, you click save and return to workflow, and you go back to that same screen that we were on. So if I just quickly select that, save and return to journey, and then there'll be a button there to say continue at the top and you can turn it on. But this is a free account, so we don't have that option right now. And that's it. So we've looked at how you can trigger an email when someone completes your product. If you're using the free plan, you use a classic automation. If you're using a paid plan of Mailchimp, I would recommend you use a customer journey. So the whole process would look like this. In Mailchimp, you create a tag. In MemberVault, you create an action, completes product, and add that tag name to the action. And then in Mailchimp, you come back to Mailchimp, create your automated email where the starting point or the trigger is that tag. Add your email content, use the swipe file for inspiration, and turn on your automation. And you're good to go.